Good evening. For me, it was a great game with a lot of intensity, aggressivity, and because the pitch, the two teams tried to play well, and for me, in my point of view, they did. Uh, Congratulations to South Africa. They did a great game. Nigeria team too, our team too. So we wanted to take a risk to stay in first half, to stay in one-on-one behind, because for us the win was we come to try to win this game. So we wanted to take a risk, and just we made just 10 seconds and we took a goal. But after that we had the state of mind to coming back, and at the beginning in the second half we put a lot of pressure on South Africa, but it missed something, maybe the last technical skill, maybe the last pass, or maybe the best choice. So the draw is a good result. The reality, this make a draw in South Africa against this great team. It's a good result, but for us, we wanted to win, so we are a little disappointed. But this is the football.
Thank you, Coach. Right, we'll start here with you, Nick.
Coach Nick for that news. How big of a loss was it to lose Ola so early in the game? And is there any updates as to his condition at the moment?
Yeah, for sure. It was difficult because we use a substitute, and for the game of plan we needed to think about another thing. But so I think Bright come in the pitch and he gave everything. So we tried. This team tried. They gave everything. Tried to win. So.
Okay, Coach. Okay, here and here.
So, Coach, how difficult was it playing against such quick opponents, young boys with more energy, if I may use that loosely? So, and coming to play here in this environment that the fans have created?
This, like I said, this is difficult to come here and to hope a win, because like you said, this team is very good. The winger are very fast, and the striker keep the ball. And during this game, like I said, we made just 10 seconds. We were not in the good position, and they kill us. So after that, we're coming back in this game because we were ready for that. So because our state of mind and the player and the state of mind of the player, they try to coming back and to try to score again. But once again, South Africa is a good team.
Yes, hello, Eric. Get to the World Cup and have a chance of actually, you needed to win 4 games, so win 4 games. Now you have played 2 games. What's going to be your motivation in the next 2 games now and beyond that for you and for your team?
So we are professional. So it's the 2 games, and for sure, this player want to win these 2 games. For now, actually, at this moment, it's difficult for us because we wanted to win, and I think we did everything. So in 1 month we have the two last game. A lot of things can happen in 1 month, and for sure, a lot of things about the point, about the team, about everything. So just we need to analyze this game once again, and after that we will see after the last game.
Okay. Is anyone beside you? Okay.
Coach, you're also using Africa. Coach, it looked a little bit fiery between the two benches on the side. Yeah? Was that an indicator of just how much was at stake in the rivalry between the two countries as well? The back and forth between the two benches, so that we saw the sidelines there?
No, once again, this is a big game, so there is some stress. There is some tension. So sometimes you can say something badly, and sometimes you need to fight, not against a real fight, but you need to manage it. It's sometimes difficult because of the pressure. But this is the football. This is normal when the two bench wants to win, and with every decision about the referee, one of bench is not agree with that. So this is the football, and for the big game like that, because of the game, and because even it's South Africa against Nigeria.
Yes! I feel like the best names, I always feel like the best name that I want to call on the show now is the names, the likes of Kabini, the likes of Mbungazi, Zengana, Mudaliyawa, Nkotam, Bule. I feel like Apolis. I'm feeling like, Leo Foster of Burnley. I'm feeling like the Boho Mokwena and Bule. These are the names I should be talking about. I don't feel like sounding or calling any of the Nigerian Super Eagles players' name because I don't understand how we go from here. I don't even know where we're going from. Whose report do you believe? What would Eric Chell say that people want to listen right now? We talked about this very game before the start of the game, and we said we need to dominate the game. We know it's a Bloemfontein. We know it's a Toyota Stadium. We don't know. We just needed to understand that the massive reports that he's giving right now doesn't hold waters for me because I look at the Nigerian Super Eagles game and I see that determination. They are lacking in the urgency spirit, the way they need to play games when you know you have 4 games left. How long would you keep saying we did this, we did that, we're professional? See, it's all about the South Africans on the show today because I don't know. The energy is low anyways, but we still need to do courtesy of bringing you the sports update because right now, I don't know how Nigerians are feeling at this point in time because I felt 1-for-1 that it would have been a result that we would have just dismantled. I felt like we had all the qualities to go to Bloemfontein and get the result right. Now, South Africa finally have held Nigeria to that 1-1 draw yesterday's game, and that has left the Super Eagles on the brink of missing out again for the 2026 World Cup. And I told you the other time, I recall I told you 2022 at Qatar, we were not part of the Mondial. This just might be the time again that we might be kissing the World Cup goodbye. And that will be at the detriment of the nation because it happens to be like 2 times consecutively, and that's support one. So you need to just talk about the South Africans, just give them all of the accolades that they deserve. They took the lead midway through the first half via an unfortunate own goal from the Williams Ekonkai, the captain of the Super Eagles. But Calvin Bassey, we saw that lifting, like David Riley said, he gave his all. That's restoring priority with a header just a minute, just before halftime rather. Then we did see Nigeria also traveling to Bloemfontein with everything on the line, knowing a win was crucial to keep their hope alive. Head coach Eric Chell, you just saw him some time ago. You saw the video we brought to you not long. We should have brought it from the start to the finish, but we just have to talk about it. And Eric Chell has got a lot to say. Well, I don't know if this is from Eric Chell or the players themselves, but what I saw yesterday, I just saw a different Super Eagles set of boys. I saw the South African side that had 16 points before the game. They were the hungrier side. They played, they gave their all. Aside the fact that they played at home with the fans just on the sideline, Patrice Motsepe was present, the president as well was present. Aside that, they owned up the game. They knew what the Super Eagles quality-wise, individual brilliance, but they stood their ground. They didn't see Nkota. Nkota was just making all the runs. And Calvin Bassey. Now, the lineup again is one thing to talk about. Some People would have loved to say, why not start with the Benjamin Frederick and Calvin Bassey playing that role like he did playing Fulham? Why not use Onyemaechi on the left side, Ola Aina at the back line we saw against Rwanda? Why did you get Ekong involved? That's what happens in Nigeria. When you do something right and all of a sudden you're tweaking the team. It happened at the final with Pesero. We did see some of this change in the final against the Ivorians, and there was this change that tweaked the game, and it went like this was not a Pesero. Who gives you this team? Who they follow you the press 85? Who they follow you the talk? Why you go do that? You don't understand. I don't want to call the Fisal Bashir say I don't want to talk about the Eagles players like for like, but I saw Ulos and Teboho Mokwena. They were at the heart of the Bafana. They owned up the game. They stopped every run in that midfield. We were not so compacted. Alex Iwobi was playing like it was just on his fatherland. We saw, I think Fisal was the depth. Ndidi also was not so brilliant. Ademola Lookman struggled. Aroko Dari came and he changed the game. He owned up again. Cyril Deda was poor. Man, I don't know what's going on. The starting level following a narrow win over Rwanda. Handing starts to skipper, to Ekong. Bashiru also, Cyril Deda's in place of Onyeka, Bruno Onyemaechi, and then injured Victor Osimhen. The Eagles were dealt an early blow when fullback Ola Aina limped off in the 10th minute and was replaced by Badasai Samuel. South Africa dominated the early exchanges and tested goalkeeper Stanley Wabali before going into that very one, before that on goal happened. But the setback, I must tell you, sparked a response from Nigeria, who grew into the game in the final 15 minutes of the first half. Bassey, playing as a left back, initiated a move that led to the equalizer, connecting with Dele Bashiru. That cross was brilliant. Precise cross in the fourth minute. Many people said if there was a VAR check, it would have been a handball, like a penalty. I mean, like a disqualified goal. That's what it is. But despite heavy pressure, the closing moment, the half ended 1-1 at the start of the second half. Chel made 2 substitutions. Tolu Arokodare replacing Cyril Dedas. Onyemaechi also came in for Trus Ekong, and it felt like it was done. The Super Eagles continued to press, with Arokodare creating opportunities, including a near miss and a block shot from a fine pass by substitute Chris Santos Uche. Despite their effort, Nigeria could not find a winner, and the match ended in a draw. That result now leaves the Super Eagles World Cup hopes hanging by our thread, 6 points behind South Africa with just 2 games remaining. Nigeria will conclude a qualifying campaign in October against Lesotho and then Zimbabwe. That's how it stands now. But on the show this morning, I don't know where you're watching from, right? But this is Lagos, Nigeria, Voice of the People Television. My name is Kiziki. I like to say again, everything is all wrong. We'll bring the table for you. We'll bring the table where you see you see the best, not best loser, like intercontinental playoff. You see teams that have got to that phase. So you can see for yourself that Nigeria happens to be in a precarious situation. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound any way good. South Africa, 16 points as before the very game. 1 point yesterday. They shared both points. And now I feel like they've made us run. I can even tell you, Patrice Motsepe rather stated something before now that he saw his side advancing to the World Cup. Aside him talking, Gianni Infantino, the Swiss Italian as well, said, the FIFA president said, I just see the Group C side, South Africa, enhancing and also advancing so high. Now, that's a bad one for the Super Eagles. But let's talk about this one before we connect to our guest in a thing with my eyes. But that's how far we've gotten ourselves, and that's how bad the Super Eagles are not doing so well at this point. I just feel so bad because there's really a lot to talk about. Eric Chell on his own has got a lot to say, everybody knows. Let's talk about Eric Chell. Should we give him that benefit of a doubt and listen to what he's saying? Let's talk about Eric Chell. He has revealed technical mistake made by the Nigerian team against South Africa. Who makes the mistake? You don't understand. I would like it when you do wrong, you say you've done wrong. I don't know if it's about, see, I said it before. I don't know if it's about a Chell not giving the right motivation to the player, but I think it's not. I think it's about the players themselves now. These players, I rightly said it, 90% of the players that we have in this team, they've not been at a World Cup before. I told you this before. Okay, let's do some counts. Ekong was at the 2018 World Cup. Wilfred Ndidi, Alex Iwobi. I feel like just these 3 of them. So you look at the team, Victor Osimhen doesn't know what a World Cup looks like. 2030 is the next World Cup after now. Is he going to be making that one? Talk about Onyemaechi, talk about Onyedika, talk about Frank Onyeka. All of these players are new. Calvin Bassey, Olana was dropped. 2018, he was dropped. So many of them don't even know what a World Cup looks like. So if you want to play, because it will be so bad for a player to own up his game, play in his career-wise, do everything you can do for yourself, and at the end of the day, you don't play at the World Cup. It's so bad. Let's get to the second story and tell you something. Eric Chell has revealed the technical mistake he made. I don't want to use the word his team made. Report says his team made against South Africa during the both sides, World Cup qualifying game played yesterday. Now, moving on. Chelsea watched as Super Eagles played a 1-1 draw against South Africa at the Free State Stadium in Bloemfontein. Recall that William Ekong's own goal gave up another the lead in the 22nd minute. I don't want to point the blame on Ekong because this happened to world-class players. Anybody can do an own goal. Own goal is a goal. Now, result for South Africa made them celebrate, no problem. But however, Fulham defender Calvin Bassey restored priority before halftime. Speaking to reporters at a post-match interview, Eric Chell suggested that the risk his team took to stay one-on-one behind against the host in the first half resulted in the Super Eagles conceding the goal. Do you know there was so much pressure on Nigeria? See, that one goal, I don't even know whether Ekong won't clear him. I be one putter for. I don't understand because he saw the ball very well, less calculation. He had the space to kick off the ball, clear it off, possibly the left, wrong foot, send it just anywhere would do. And I don't know what Ekong was thinking. It wasn't really calculated. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying own goal cannot be done by anybody, but I'm just saying it should be more calculative, right? Now, that has gotten fans worried and talking about Eric Chell. Why did you start Ekong? You did a very good decider, bringing in the Dainter fan, talking about the Dainter defender who plays in the Belgian Pro League South, talking about Benjamin Frederick, pairing with Calvin Bassey. Why did you not start that way? I understand what he was trying to do because I feel like when we attack it, you see a 3 at the back. We did see that Pesero playing at the, the Nations Cup in Ivory Coast because we had Simi Ajayi, Calvin Bassey, Truth Ekong at the heart of the defense, and that was working out well. But when we transition, it's a 3 at the back, or we are flat in the game, it's 4 at the back. And does this hold anyway? Now, that change cost Nigeria something, I must say, because, you know what? We were so conscious about the South African midfield, and yet we could not stop them. Eric Chell says, for me, it was a great game with a lot of intensity and aggressivity because of the pitch. Because of the pitch. You know that way we say we did primary school that time. I don't know if you're not familiar with Nigeria, Lagos, when they sign for that time. We play some kind of ball. We play ball for all this inter-house match. We all play match. We all play ball. Ball go up. We all play on one side. We all go up. We can't blame pitch. I'm not saying Bloemfontein, Toyota Stadium, Free State Stadium is a good pitch. I'm not saying so. But pitch or no pitch now. See, best way you go feel beat. You not go tell God may help you. You understand? You get the matter. See, now because of the pitch, he's saying the two teams tried to play well. But he said, congratulations to South Africa. That's what you do when you lose. Congratulate the winning team. He said they played a great game. It's not even about because they know South Africa very well. No. He said Nigeria also played well. But he said something. He said we wanted to take a risk in the first half to stay one-on-one behind because for us, the win was what we wanted. We wanted to take a risk, and just 22 minutes, we took a goal, an own goal, and after that, we had to state of mind, and we have to get to game. We have to come back. And Eric Chell himself, I don't know if he believes in himself anymore because Chelsea now sit in 3rd position after that outcome of the encounter behind South Africa and Benin Republic. It's a bad result to share with you this day. I already have in the comment section, I already have my South African friend. I think it's just him. Now, I understand. I get it. Normally on the show when it's time like this, a lot of Nigerians will just keep on dropping comments on the show, but I know how you feel. Nobody they feel bad past me. You know how much when I take talk, I know they hype myself, they have the Super Eagles. I don't go change for me. I don't